for Chinese Taipei. Rider on Jaden Valdez, Adam Brewer, and Jeremiah Ortega might be the hottest 4 bats that we have seen this week. And they start the California lineup representing La Mirada Little League in Los Angeles County, just outside of Anaheim. And on the mound, I mentioned Ma Tian-en. He pitched against Aruba in a 10-0 win on Wednesday. Pitched 4 innings, gave up just 1 hit, struck out 6, and threw nearly 70% strikes on the day. And this is one of those matchups, BMO, that on paper could be an absolute pitcher's duel.
2 aces on the mound for sure. We're going to feature in this scenario right here from Chinese Taipei. It's going to be a fastball, a slider, and then a split. Talked to the coaches before the game. That splitty is a devastating pitch. We saw a very good changeup yesterday from Lin Quan Chin. Probably see more of that today in this championship game to win it all. Lots of splits. Look for that right off the bat with 2 strikes.
An overcast day here at Heritage Park. Kind of scattered thunderstorms around the Detroit metro area, but right now, a little sun peeking through. The wind has been gusting in towards first base, and it'll be Ryder on to lead it off, and boy, has he been good. 6 for 9 in the tournament and leads the World Series with 5 stolen bases. Had a trio of hits yesterday in the win against Michigan, as California defeated Tennessee in their opening round game on Monday, and then back-to-back wins against the hometown Michigan team to get them here to the World Series championship.
He was barreling balls all over the yard yesterday. His only time he got out, he hit a line drive laser beam to third base.
Breaking ball misses up. Mario Martinez is your home plate umpire. Now the top 4 in this California lineup has just been absolutely crushing the ball. As Ortega sends that one to left. Going back is Chen Yu, and he makes the grab at the warning track, but solid contact early from Ryder on.
He has been on the baseball, no pun intended. Swinging the bat very well.
And that'll bring up Jaden Valdez. You get a look at our umpires today. Martinez from New Mexico behind the dish. Chris Mathis at first, Ekstrom at second, and Zach Gump at third. Your championship umpire and crew from around the country. Jaden Valdez pitched an absolute gem yesterday. To come out with 1 out in the 6th due to a pitch count restriction. He had hit his 95 pitch limit. But other than that, really nothing was stopping him in the 16-0 win against Michigan. Fly ball, shallow right. Tracking is Wu Tang Hao and being called off by the right fielder Cho Wei Cha. 2 away quickly.
Ooh, a little confusion right there. Excellent recovery. Never look at your other teammate when you're catching a fly ball. You always want to look at the ball and communicate with your mouth.
I think the wind also is pushing that way, BMO, and
yes,
it was a longer run for the right fielder than I think he would have thought. Had to turn on the jets there at the end.
Kind of stop and go there for sure.
We'll monitor how the wind handles these fly balls today as Adam Brewer, the pitcher for California, stands in. First pitch he sees. It seems like he's always looking for the fences.
He's taking his A+ act all the time.
Made an absolutely spectacular catch yesterday, maybe the best defensive play we've seen this week.
Some people on the gram were saying the best Little League catch of the year.
It was a leaping grab over the 8-foot chain link fence down the first base line for a ball in foul territory. Had to avoid the first base coach, a couple of photographers, got a couple feet off the ground, lost the hat.
Spectacular. Spectacular.
Little hesitation rock in the full windup from Ma Tian-en and gets a whiff from Brewer, 1-2.
Yeah, Brewer's a tremendous athlete, two-way player. We'll see him on the mound here in a few moments.
Chinese Taipei, 4 straight World Series victories, looking for 5. And that's a 2-out base hit for Brewer. And good hustle out of the box to make sure he doesn't get thrown out from right field. First hit of the day belongs to California.
And that's a great job of 2-strike hitting right here. Just stays through it, gets a little fold out front, one arms it to the backside with 2 strikes. That's a good sign for California.
And a good sign to get Jeremiah Ortega up to the plate as they get a courtesy runner for Brewer. Ortega had 2 home runs yesterday, including the grand slam in the big 13-run 7th inning that put away Michigan. And just absolutely crushing the ball.
Yeah, these are rockets. One to the backside, got out of here in a hurry. And then a grand slam later, and he knew it as soon as he hit it. He knows what he's doing up there for sure. 5 RBIs yesterday, Eric.
No doubt, and also won the home run derby contest last night. If we can get a shot of it, there's some bleachers out in left field, and then there's a white tent behind it. He hit the ball over the bleachers to the second pier of that white tent.
Wow.
A estimated 371-foot home run to win him the derby. There it is. I mean, to clear the bleachers is crazy.
That is a mammo bomb.
The second peak of that tent.
Yeah, he has some serious extension and leverage in that swing.
2-1 here to Ortega. Swing and a miss.
Changing speeds right there. The splitty. Taking him off the fastball.
2-2 with a runner on first. Shot down the right field line, but foul.
That's a breaking ball. Good approach with 2 strikes to the backside.
California fans have brought out the thunder sticks today. Hopefully that's the only thunder we get today.
Yeah.
Just misses low with the fastball.
That's a good take. Now it's a 3-2 count. Brewer will be off and running on the pitch.
7th pitch of the at-bat to Ortega. We'll have an 8th.
What a battle.
This is really where California has done their damage. The offense really outside of the 7th inning yesterday against Michigan has not been too prolific. They scored 5 runs against Tennessee in game 1, 4 against Michigan, and then 3 in the first 6 innings in the rematch against Michigan before breaking out for 13 to close it out. 3-2, a fly ball. Cho-Wei Cha got a good jump on it. And 3 fly ball outs ends the inning here in the first after 1 hit. And I mentioned Chinese Taipei. They've won 4 straight World Series championships, 10 of the last 11. As they have their starting lineup ready to go, Cho-Wei Cha will lead things off, Ma Tian-En, and then Shu Young Tai, the top 3 for this undefeated Asia Pacific regional team, who, if you go back to 2023, they've won 16 games in a row. Not the same little league, not the same kids, but the same result year in and year out. We'll see if Adam Brewer could be the stopper for California. 5 1/3 innings pitched this week, 1-0 on the week, has not allowed an earned run, and has struck out 9.
He has the stuff to get it done. Needs to throw it in the strike zone. That's going to be the key. Very disciplined approach from the Chinese Taipei hitters. They're not going to chase. At least they haven't so far in this tournament. That's been their MO throughout the years. Very disciplined in the strike zone. They'll take their walk.
Chinese Taipei defeating Mexico in their opening round game, and then back-to-back shutout wins against Aruba. The last time an American team won this tournament was in 2019 when California team from Fullerton won the championship.
Could it happen again with another California team?
We know one thing that California is absolutely going to have to do, and that is throw strikes if they want to get their name on the board. You see right there, 2003, La Mirada, California. Same town that our team is from this year. Adam Brewer starts Cho-Wei Cha off with a leadoff walk.
And that's definitely not the formula you want to use versus Chinese Taipei. Have to make them earn it in the strike zone because they're going to compete in the strike zone offensively with that discipline.
Brewer had just one walk against Michigan in 4 1/3 innings pitched on Wednesday. As Ma Tian-en stands in, and we see a lot of bunts with runners on the base paths for Chinese Taipei.
And we've seen it all week. Chinese Taipei wants to score first. They'll play the small game to allow that to happen. Move runners into scoring position, applying pressure.
Ma Tian-en is 2 for 8, 4 runs on the week.
Interesting pitcher-pitcher matchup right here.
Brewer, we found out typically during its travel ball season, is a closer. Has an 0-2 pitch lined into center field. Ortega there. And he can dial it up to about 91, 92 miles an hour when he's a closer, but dials it back a little bit as a starter for his little league team.
Yeah, he's a max effort guy, 1-2 innings throughout the summer. Probably sitting in there, my in the brain radar gun, probably 86 to 88, touch 89 as a starter.
Off the mitt of Barbarina, and runner in scoring position as Cho-Wei Cha advances.
So you've seen a walk and now a pass ball. These are mistakes that Chinese Taipei usually takes advantage of in these games. Those little things are the difference maker.
Shu Young Tai, the shortstop, stands in with a runner on second. Breaking ball.
Nasty. Really good breaking ball right there.
Opponents batting 107 with runners in scoring position against California this week.
Talked about Brewer's breaking ball and how well he can spin it.
And waiting on that one was Shu Young Tai. Shot it the other way under the glove of Rios. Runners at the corners as Chinese Taipei threatening here in the opening inning.
And this is a great job of taking that same breaking ball, missing it on the first attempt, and the second attempt taking it backside, one hop, line drive, smoked. Too much to handle right there at second base.
Rios trying to field it off his side, and I'll bring up Sung Yi Le with one out.
Still one pitch away, getting out of this for California. It's a really good adjustment on the breaking ball.
It is scored as an error. On the second baseman, Rios. So no hits in the inning yet. A walk and an error. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike to Sung Yi Le, who is 4 for 7. The ribby and a double this week.
You saw that first and third move, the fake throw to third and back to first. In Little League Baseball, you can do that.
I think
College and pro level, you cannot.
To be fair, I think it has confused a few teams this week, as Chinese Taipei was looking for a balk just then. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. It's a little delayed. I was wondering if Barbarina was waiting on to come over to cut it off. Runners at second and third now.
And that's Chinese Taipei's 11th stolen base in 12 attempts in the World Series.
Brewer ahead in the count. 1-2. Swing and a miss. First punch out of the game for Adam Brewer, and there's 2 down.
That is a quality breaking ball. Can really spin it. Watch the depth here. It's on the hip inner half. Tough to go backside on that. You have to pull it, foul to barrel it, live for another pitch. Just a little too much to handle there.
First pitch in the dirt to Yu Cha Ra. 16 pitches so far for Brewer. Ra 2 for 4. Trio of walks.
See Barbarina doing a good job on those breaking balls. Loves to throw it and spin it and get the chase down in the strike zone.
3 in the dirt.
And 3 good blocks. They always do a really good job. Watch when they're throwing a breaking ball, they'll show the catcher's glove high and inside to the right-handed hitter. This is probably a fastball.
It's in there for a strike, 3-1.
Always show the glove on the inner half of the plate as a target to start the breaking ball and then land in the strike zone.
3-1. And a full count as Brewer battling back here. 20 pitches in the inning. Trying to strand those runners at second and third. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning for Adam Brewer.
Huge strikeout right here for Keller.
The U.S. Championship game. As Ryan Barbarina, lefty catcher, will lead it off for the La Mirada Little Leaguers. Goes the other way. Might be trouble down the line. Foul ball. Barbarina 2 for 8 this week.
That had double written all over it if it falls.
California, I mentioned that 13-run 7th inning yesterday. They had really struggled to score prior to that, as Barbarina flies out. That's the 4th fly ball out of the game so far for Ma Tian'en. They went 6 for 10 in that 13-run 7th. And you see the defense for Chinese Taipei. Yu Chao Ra behind the dish, Chenen Yu, Chao Zu-en, and Chao Wei Cha in the outfield. They have been getting most of the action so far.
And it is an awesome defense. Only 1 error committed so far in this World Series by Chinese Taipei.
Sorry, Bimo. Blake Leal, third baseman. So 4 outs, and all 4 have been fly balls to the outfield. This time on the ground, it's to the shortstop, Shu Young Tai. 2 outs.
Boy, Shu Young Tai has an absolute hand cannon at shortstop. Great footwork all week. I've been so impressed with his strong, accurate arm. Wow.
Well, there's one silver lining here for California early. Every player has put the bat on the ball. That has been a struggle for other teams against Chinese Taipei. but only one hit and no runs to show for it, with 2 outs here in the second is Noah Hargi, Coach Ray Hargi's son. Ray, the third base coach, does a ceremonial cartwheel and then blows a kiss to the fans when the lineups are announced before each game. Very limber. These California fans have been fun this week. Very lively group. There is Ray, Ricky Rios, and Ernie Jaime round out the coaching staff. Breaking ball, fouled straight back, and Hargi down in the count 1-2. Younger Hargi, 1 for 6 this week. Trying to battle here with 2 outs and nobody on. The only hit that California has was a 2-out single in the second, or excuse me, in the first by Adam Brewer. Not many hard hit balls against Chinese Taipei this week. Another 1-2 to Hargi. Seven pitches now for Ma Tian-en. Pitched 4 innings against Aruba on Wednesday.
It's been a solid at bat. Really fighting, fouling some pitches off, working the count.
The 2-2.
Again. Rich Bentley almost got that one in the forehead if we didn't have a net. Our stellar stats guru up here in the booth.
Tells me it's the 7th pitch of this at-bat. Into the sun deck. Make it 8. Not as large of a crowd as we saw last night when the Michigan team was here, but still a good turnout for our championship game. 2-2 is Hargi battling. And he wears one.
Gladly taking his 90 right here, rolling. We don't move in the box. That's their theory. And he did a good job of rolling on that one and taking it for the team. He's fired up when he got it done, too.
Second inning in a row that the California team has gotten a 2-out base runner. That'll bring up Ryan Rios, the second baseman. 1 for 6 on the week with a pair of runs.
Seen a lot of contact, a lot of foul balls, balls put in play by the California team here early in this one.
Rios has that flat bat stance.
Ooh.
Holds the bat almost parallel to the ground over that right shoulder.
Yu-Cha Ra wanted that pitch. Thought it was a strike. Hesitated to throw the ball back to his pitcher.
Shoots that one foul towards the production truck. 1-2. 21st game of the week. Started with 12. We are down to 2. California to Chinese Taipei, Australia, Wisconsin. Ma Tian-en off the mound to end the inning. Contact around, but nobody finding any hits for California in that inning. By downloading the Little League World Series app, you can watch highlights, view photos, schedules, and more available in the app stores for Apple and Android devices. Eric Rothman, Bobby Miranda, Stat Guy Rich up here in the booth.
Stat guy Rich, I love it.
2-1 the count to Chen and Yu. His favorite athlete, Aaron Judge.
Pretty good one.
Tied. Count 2-2 now. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the first for Adam Brewer. Kicks away from Barberina, the full count.
Brewer needs to stay away from the walk that he had in the first inning, make it a little easier from a pitch count emphasis. Through 21 in the first. Standard's about 15-16.
We kind of saw that yesterday with Jaden Valdez. Had that opening inning where he threw a bunch of pitches, 35 I think it was.
Yes,
and then really
settled in.
Made it nearly the entire game before the pitch count caught up to him.
Correct.
Chen Yu fights that one off. Valdez playing first base today after the gem on the mound yesterday in the win. Pair of aces this week between Valdez and Brewer. Ball 4 and a leadoff walk for a second straight inning.
That is going to make it difficult on Brewer and his defense with that leadoff walk to start the last 2 innings.
Leal on Rios and Valdez in the infield. Noel Jaime, Jeremiah Ortega, and Noah Hardy in the outfield with Ryan Barberina catching balls and strikes. Joe E.J. with a runner on here. Chinese Taipei left 2 on in the first. Brewer, plenty of time. And the bunt advances the runner.
Definitely the exact same offensive strategy Chinese Taipei tried to work last inning. Actually got the second base on a pass ball.
It's the 5th sack bunt this week for Chinese Taipei.
Wang Wei Chu loves that bunt. The pressure offensive situation. Could see another one right here for a hit down the third base line.
Xiao Zhu En, the center fielder, 3 for 5 with a couple of ribbies. First baseman creeping in, but the third baseman Leal with the bag. Brewer ahead in the count 0-2 quickly. He's not given up a hit yet, but he has walked 2, and the defense behind him committed an error. So 3 base runners so far without a hit for Chinese Taipei.
Well, that's what we've seen from Brewer. He has a tendency to go deep in the count. He goes for the strikeout. Really good stuff. Loves to spin the breaking ball and create the chase.
0-2 count to Xiao Zhu En. Brewer still not happy with things.
Some confusion there. What he wants to throw.
There aren't that many options.
Pretty much a 2-pitch pitcher. Fastball, breaking ball.
Got a swing and a miss. The 3rd strikeout. And there's 2 away.
Let's take a look at this right here. A lot of movement on the arm side, and it's a changeup. That's what the confusion was. He wanted to go away from the breaking ball and the fastball and throw his 3rd pitch. The circle change.
2 out, runner on second for Liao Sam Hao, and California is the only team this week that we've seen that uses the PitchCom intercom system. Barberina's got an earpiece in behind the plate and gets the signals from the coaching staff. Yao Sen Hao, ground ball up the line, foul.
Boy, went to the change. We haven't seen that from Brewer much this week. Went to the elevated change. There's the communication California's using, the pitch comp. See that at high levels, major leagues and college baseball. And we're seeing it here today in Taylor, Michigan. So much easier. Your tempo between pitches, no confusion. Cannot steal the pitches.
Line drive on a hop. Ole! Leal makes a great stab at third to end the inning.
Wow! This ball was
against Chinese Taipei. Ma Tian-en has thrown 34 pitches so far.
It's 35 pitches. Ma Tian-en through 2 innings, 1 hit, 65% strikes. It's a good rate so far in this game.
Well, excuse me, swing down the line. They'll tag the runner as Jaime rolls one out.
Similar to a push bunt right there. Ma Tian-en jumped all over it for the out.
We talked a lot about Brewer and Valdez on the mound, but Noel Jaime has come in and closed out a couple games for California, so we might see him later in the game.
Yeah, he can spin it. It's a good little breaking ball.
Lefty Lucas Gaeta with nobody on and one out here in the third. Gaeta 2 for 6, 3 runs, 2 RBI this week. We've seen him as a late defensive substitution, usually in the outfield. No pitch counts to worry about today. Let them all go. Each team with 1 pitcher not eligible, and those are the starters from yesterday. Jaden Valdez for California, Lin Quan Chin for Chinese Taipei, who was also brilliant in the win against Aruba. The 1-2.
I think we can officially call this a pitching duel. These 2 guys know what they're doing out there. Really good stuff from both squads on the mound today.
1-2 to Gaeta. Waited on it, checked it foul into the stands. Another fly ball in the infield. That is the 5th fly ball out of the game, induced by Ma Tian-en.
I've seen a lot of softly hit balls in the air by California. And remember, they haven't been very offensive until that 7th inning yesterday where they exploded for 12 runs. They've been more of a pitching and defense team.
First pitch into left field for a base hit. Nathan Dowland, 3rd inning in a row where the batter with 2 outs has reached for California. It's the 2nd hit of the day off of Ma Tian-en.
And right on cue, pitching in defense, and here comes Dowland smoking a ball into the 6 hole. It's a curveball that was up in the zone. He knew what to do with it.
Bring the last batter in the order up, Jaden Lopez. That was just the 2nd hit of the week for Dowland. Another lefty, Jaden Lopez up there for California. Takes a strike. Nicknamed J-Lo.
Oh,
Jaden from the block.
J-Lo. Interesting.
Jennifer Lopez, heavy rotation on Sirius XM on my way up here.
Really?
Yeah, they go through these little runs where they just kind of pick a random artist and it's just you hear them nonstop. No
Were you
matter
into
what
it?
channel. Of course I was.
Nice. Like a little J-Lo.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Again, Ma Tian-En is ahead in the count, 1-2. Lopez on top of the plate here.
Yeah, right on the dish.
Back foot on the chalk line of the left-handed batter's box.
Actually moved back just about an inch or two after we talked about it.
And might be throwing off Ma Tian-En a little bit. He's missed wide back-to-back pitches.
Crowding the plate.
No walks so far for Chinese Taipei, but they do have a hit batter. 3-2. In the dirt.
That's a quality at bat right there by Lopez. Fighting his way on for a walk. Crowding the plate. And like you said, Eric, to your point, I feel like Ma Tian-En was uncomfortable with Lopez on the dish.
Well, it might get even more uncomfortable because it's the top of the order now for California. Rider on.
And Rider on. His stroke has been simple, direct, a lot of barrels throughout the week. Very impressed with how he plays defense at shortstop and then at the plate, and then his baseball awareness. He's a quality player. And the other thing I like about him, talked to him after the game, big-time snowboarder. Big-time snowboarder. Goes to Big Bear and Mammoth a lot in the winter. Very good athlete.
Bob Murata, not a far drive from Big Bear. 6 hits for On in the tournament, tied for the lead across all teams. 0 for 1 today. A sharp fly ball all the way to the warning track in his first AB. Favorite subject in school, digital marketing. That's a class in high school?
Interesting.
That's cool. Practical.
Well, class in junior high, probably, right?
Yeah, some of these 8th grade, some of them freshmen in high school, just depending on their age. Either way, I don't recall being offered a digital marketing class.
I don't think so. Sign of the times.
Wind gusts blowing in towards first base.
Critical spot right here with 2 outs. This is the margins. You can see that wind howling in here at Heritage Park. Games are won or lost with 2 outs, traffic in scoring position.
Two-1 to On. On a line, hopped and trapped by Liao Sen Hao, and puts the force out in third to end the inning. Another hard hit ball by California, but they come up empty. Still no score as we go to the bottom 3 in the order for Chinese Taipei. Lin Quan Chin to lead it off. Favorite team is the Dodgers. A lot of Shohei Ohtani fans across every team in this tournament.
A lot of Dodger fans jumping on that Dodger train.
Brewer has led off both innings on the mound for California with a walk. He's ahead here 1-2 to Lin Quan Chin, who wisely steps out, try to break up the rhythm a little bit. Didn't work. Strikeout number 4 for Adam Brewer.
Big time velo at the bottom of the strike zone. This is a four-seam that's defying gravity. Watch it stay and just hover with life at the bottom of the zone. It's a really good fastball.
For all the talk you do about defying gravity, I'm going to start calling you Alphaba.
Well, that's what it's doing. The vert, the vert is basically gravity cannot bring it down. It's spinning with backspin, just like when you hit a good hard hit line drive, maybe a home run, and he spins it very well. And it stays and defies gravity above the ground.
Wu-Tang Hao is up. Popped him up. A late charge by Jaime. He slides in on his knees.
Nice.
I don't think he picked the ball up off the bat very well.
Well, also the wind blowing in. The outfielders really need to think that the ball's going to end up probably 10, 15 feet more shallow than they expect. It's all going to come back to the fair play as well from foul territory down the left field line.
Chao Chi Kai with 2 outs and nobody on, showing bunt.
You know, Eric, it is underrated what a four-seam fastball will do down in the strike zone. You hear about that ride and elevate fastball all the time, but guys who throw that good four-seam spin down in the strike zone actually is very difficult to hit as well. It almost bananas into the strike zone. It doesn't. Gravity will win, but it has the appearance of doing like a little banana upride, and it's at your knees. It's a If you ever hit off a machine with a lot of spin, it's very similar to that.
3-0 count here for the last hitter in the order for Chinese Taipei, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Turn the lineup over for Chow Wei Cha, who walked in the first. That's the 3rd straight inning with a walk for Adam Brewer, who came into this game and only given up 1 walk in 4 1/3 against Michigan on Wednesday. 3 early free passes in this one. Still has yet to give up a hit.
Yeah, and 2 outs. This is a lot different than those leadoff walks, you would think. Though he has 2 zeros with those leadoff walks. Got out of the innings. Brewer walking around the mound did not like that breaking ball he threw up and in on the first pitch of this at bat.
Chow Wei Cha showing bunt, taking a strike. His favorite athlete, Seattle Mariner great Ichiro.
He's a good one.
Also maybe one of the funniest players out there, listening to him in interviews. And
his speech for the Hall of Fame ceremony was unprecedented and really funny.
3-1. Brewer was cruising, a strikeout and a flyout to start the inning quickly. Now struggling to find the strike zone. Hard hit ground ball through the 6-hole. And that's the first hit of the day for Chinese Taipei as they put 2 on here with 2 outs.
And before you know it, Chinese Taipei knocking on the door. That's why you cannot afford a free pass against this great Chinese Taipei offense. They're just so sound, so disciplined, and they love to take advantage of mistakes by their opponents.
Got 3 total mound visits per pitcher. Maximum of 2 in an inning. Second time in an inning you have to pull the pitcher and make a change.
This is a good visit right here because you think about it, Chinese Taipei has not given up a run in this World Series. Opponents are hitting 143, 19 Ks, only 2 walks. So you don't want to give up a run, and then the trend has been a shutout. So, boy, 1 could do it, right? One run could be enough, potentially, for Chinese Taipei if their defense trend continues.
And their pitcher up to the plate, Ma Tian-en, trying to help his cause. 2 outs, runners in first and second. Brewer hurls a strike.
Really good fastball. Really good fastball. That's in the upper 80s. That might have touched 90 right there. Adam Brewer taking it to another level.
The 0-2 from Brewer. Didn't miss by much. Late breaker on that one. He is up to 55 pitches. Trying to close out the third. Oh, goodness.
That was close.
I think everybody on the field thought that one was strike 3. Mario Martinez did not agree with the masses. 2-2 to Ma Tian-en.
We'll have to do it again. Ma Tian-en fouls off a quality breaking ball from Adam Brewer. That was a big-time slider at this level.
In on the hands, Brewer loses his hat, bare hands, fading away, and what a great throw.
What an athlete. Adam Brewer, we test. Thrown around 64% strikes.
First pitch, Jaden Valdez, high into the clouds. And going way back is Shu Young Tai, backpedaling from short to make the catch.
Shu Young Tai, very athletic catch. Going out from shortstop. Chin En Yu, I would have liked to see him come in hard and catch this ball, but that was just a beautiful, beautiful play in athleticism, mobility. Staying with it. The wind is howling in. It's making these plays a lot tougher on fly balls and pop-ups.
First pitch swinging for Adam Brewer, who's got a hit. One at bat today, 5 for 8 in the tournament. That's the 6th fly ball out by California batters so far.
And here's the thing, it's going to be hard to drive a ball out of here in the air or even to the gap.
Are you sure? Down the right field line with a lot of power, but foul.
I think right field will help.
Yes, if you can go in the right field.
If you can go right down the corner and keep it fair. That might have been a fair ball if there was no wind. That ball was pushed because the wind is howling in from left field, left center, toward the right field foul pole. But anything center, right center to left is going to be pushed to the ground and deadened.
Brewer down 0-2. Delayed swing there. Hands by third base coach Ray Hardy. 57 pitches from Ma Tian-en. The 0-2 to Brewer. Waited on it, drove it deep to left. No doubt about it. A solo shot by Adam Brewer against the wind, like Detroit's own Bob Seger.
Well, he earned my respect. Into that howling wind. Didn't think a ball could get out of here to left field. And Adam Brewer muscles it into the gale force wind and drives a line drive just over the Dick sign in left center. Wow! This ball was mushed to the pull side. Adam Brewer showing off his strength.
He has been looking for home runs every time he's been up to the plate. And he finally connects his second hit of the game. The first run scored against Chinese Taipei all week, and the first time that they have trailed in a baseball game.
And a couple other things. That was with 2 strikes. That's a 2-strike approach. Fighting off a ball just before that, barely. And then driving a baseball with 2 strikes out of here into the wind.
Ortega can hit one out as well. He had 2 yesterday.
Adam Brewer is strong. That is a strong young man. Just as I was talking about, a ball will not get out of here. We'll have a hard time getting out of here to pull side.
Rock and roll legend. I would have ventured to say he probably played some local clubs in Taylor, Michigan when he was younger.
I would say. A lot of music coming out of here.
Oh yeah.
Eminem.
I believe Kid Rock also
Kid
from
Rock.
the Michigan area.
I like Kid Rock. I like his music.
0-2 to Ortega. Brewer sent the 2-strike pitch to the seats. We'll see what Ortega does.
Like we talked about earlier, there's been a lot of contact. There's been a lot of foul balls, not a lot of swing and miss.
No strikeouts.
And even swing and miss early in the strike in the count. California's putting the barrel on the ball.
It's the 9th foul ball they've had with 2 strikes.
That's a good take. Martin N trying to go for the chase there, down and away with the slider.
One, two, right back to the pitcher. Blocked it with his leg. Hopefully he's okay.
That's a quality at bat. That ball was smoked up the middle. And a quality play by Martin N to knock it down.
Here's Ryan Barberina. 0 for 1. Flew out to the center fielder. Martin N seems to be okay after getting hit with that hard ground ball.
That's 65 pitches. Count is climbing. All these foul balls, especially with 2 strikes. Always said one of the best plays in baseball is a 2-strike foul ball, because basically you spoil what the pitcher's trying to do, trying to strike you out. Very frustrating for the defense as well.
Chinese Taipei does have a deep pitching staff, so if they need to go to the bullpen, they've got some options. The only pitcher that is not eligible to pitch today is Lin Quan Shin. To the pull side, Sung-Yi Lee handles it himself.
Best catch of the year in Little League Baseball. I mean, what do you do? Should I drop a Superman on him?
Well, it would be a Superman for California to win this game and stop the streak of 4 straight years with Chinese Taipei winning this tournament. It's the heart of the order now for Chinese Taipei as they try to return the favor. Xu Young Tai, who's 3 for 9 in the tournament, reached on an error in the first. Down in the count, 0-2. Reaches at that one, bobbled and booted. second time Shu Young Tai has reached on an error.
And the door's open right now for Chinese Taipei on the air. Third base from Li El. This is a huge, huge inning defensively for California. After score, 1-0 up, keep that momentum in their dugout.
So with 2 strikes on Shu Young Tai, a free base runner for Chinese Taipei offense that has only mustered 1 hit so far. Bunt, backhand, Brewer, plenty of time, makes the smart play. He has fielded his position well.
We had a potential interference there. Didn't see that on camera, but Ryan Rios ran into the base runner from Chinese Taipei, so he would have gotten second no matter what. Didn't affect anything. Play on.
Here's Yu Cha Ra into the sun. Camped out under it is Lucas Gaeta, who just entered the game in right field. I tell you, this, for all the weather reports this morning, this has turned out to be one of the nicest days this week.
Let's knock on some wood.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is.
We have not seen the sun much this week.
This might be the most beautiful day we've had.
Yeah. It's like, stat guy Rich has got the Doppler up on his phone.
We're kind of in between some rain.
I hope it stays that way.
Yes. We got a window, is what they say.
Brewer, 3 2/3. Again, it's just 1 hit, but base runners have been out there. Hit by pitches, a couple walks, errors. Chinese Taipei has stranded 5. 2 outs here with a runner on second for Chen En Yu, who walked to lead off the second inning.
Another big situation here with 2 outs, man in scoring position for Chinese Taipei.
And the runner is going to be even closer now.
Just tried to overthrow that one, pulled it. And now you're a hitter advantage count, 2-0.
Second time today, the Chinese Taipei has had a runner on third.
90 feet away, tying this ball game up here in the 4th.
Old chopper down the line, gonna be tough for Liel. On the run, he's safe with the dive, and a run scores for Chinese Taipei. And Valdez at first says, please challenge that. I thought the throw beat him.
I thought live he was safe, in
Ooh,
my
okay,
opinion.
so we're split.
Yeah, I thought this was a great effort by Liel, third base, and a great pick at first base by Valdez. Now, I wouldn't recommend sliding. It's faster to run right through the base. Plus, you have a chance to get hurt there. It's a much harder call for the umpire when you slide as well.
Well, I will say one thing it does, though, is make it harder to overturn that challenge because of all the dirt thrown up in the air.
I think you're right on that at this level for sure. Now, if this run stands, remember, this was because of the mistake at third base to start the inning. And then the wild pitch.
Oh, it's almost impossible to tell from where the camera angles are.
The wild pitch allowed Shu Young Tai to get to third base, only 90 feet away. You see him right there in your camera shot. Right. Otherwise, it's first and third with 2 outs, and he's still, just going 90 feet from second base.
That's what we've seen this week, is that the baseball gods in Chinese Taipei will take advantage of any mistake you make.
It's really what they're built on. They're going to play sound fundamentals offensively and defensively. They're going to play the small game. They're going to put the ball in play. They're going to run the bases well.
And I wonder, there's no chance you're thinking about this as you're fielding that ground ball, but where the momentum was taking Leal. I know it wasn't a force out at home, but you almost have an easier throw to try to tag the runner at home.
You know, Eric, that is a outstanding comment by you, and well said. The easier play would have been to go 4. And you very, very rarely see a third baseman do that. But with that long throw and these 90-foot bases, and they're only 13, 14 years old, the shorter, easier throw is a tag play at 4.
So as it stands right now, an infield single and an RBI for Chen Yu.
Watch how easy this throw would have been with a tag. See, he's got the ball. Ooh, it's a little tougher. He's closer to home than I thought, but I still think he had a better shot.
Would have been close either way.
Yeah, I think it's a better shot if he makes a good throw, if he had a throwing lane. It's going to stand.
I think so, too.
I think so.
Tie game. Each team scoring a run here in the 4th.
It's a couple mistakes and then putting the ball in play and applying pressure. The sack bunt, getting Chinese Taipei into scoring position, the wild pitch, the air to start the inning, and before you know it, it's 1-1.
Just the second hit of the day for Chinese Taipei as Chow Yizhe got a sack bunt to advance the runner in the 2nd. See if Brewer can bounce back here, get out of the inning quickly.
Look for Chinese Taipei to run with 2 outs. They like to do that. Get another runner in scoring position.
Runner goes, throw down, it's a good one. Tag is on point. Barberina and on end the inning.
Barberina was ready for it. Adam Brewer delivered it.
The sun is shining. And this championship game has delivered so far as Blake Leal will lead it off. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Both pitchers right around the same pitch count, approaching 70 pitches now in the 5th.
Yeah, California would have loved to have a 0 right there. They were close to getting it. When you score and then your opponent doesn't score, that's that true momentum changer in a baseball game. But obviously Chinese Taipei matched it with their own 1 spot.
1-2. Foul ball out of play.
Got a great ball game here in the 5th.
Everything we could have hoped for so far. One-two to Leal. Off-speed pitch. Got him reaching.
And that's Ma Tin-en's first strikeout of the game versus California. You see the breaking ball away. That's amazing. First strikeout of the game, and we're in the 5th.
He had 6 strikeouts against Aruba on Wednesday. Through 4 innings in that game. So 1 less inning in that appearance and 5 more strikeouts. Here's Noah Haragi. Had a long at-bat in the 2nd before getting plunked in the shoulder.
It's all those foul balls. We've had 10 2-strike foul balls by California in this game.
Very deliberate windup by Ma Tian-en, that double rock. Will this game come down to the closers? If the pitch counts continue to get driven up. Ground ball, backhand slide by Wu Tang Hao. How did he do that?
Wu Tang Hao making it happen here defensively. Backhand play from the knee, puts his foot in the ground, stands up and makes a solid throw to first base. A lot of quickness out there at second base. Tang Hao is a pretty athletic dude. Their middle infield is next level. Next level.
Ryan Rios, speaking of middle infielders, a second baseman for California, launches that one into the clouds. A couple steps back for Chao Zhuan, and that ends the inning. An 8-pitch, 1-2-3 fifth for Chinese Taipei. Booth, Dan, thanks so much for hosting us once again. This is a grade A tournament that you put on, that your family has put on since 1981. We talked about it yesterday. Your father, Greg, who essentially founded this tournament, passed away in January. So we talked to you earlier this week, but we're sorry for your loss again, and obviously the loss to this community. But would love to hear, as Chinese Taipei comes up here in the bottom of the fifth, just kind of the origin story of the tournament and how your dad got involved in the first place.
Yeah, back in the late 70s, my dad and Sam Pizzo saw a need for different division in baseball, started playing this division in Taylor in like 78, 79. Little League International liked what was going on, awarded the World Series in 1981, and we've been doing it every year since.
Wow. Incredible. 45 straight years. Well, we had a couple, COVID there.
COVID.
But still, 45-year time period. And, I mean, the work that your father and your family and you and all these volunteers have put in the community is just spectacular. I mean, the turnout this week, the crowds have been amazing.
Crowds have been good. Diamond looks nice. Team of volunteers. My dad's favorite volunteer direction was no one is bigger than the program. Whatever we're doing, we're going to do it to make next year bigger and better.
Oh, and it has. We were here last year, and we were so impressed, Eric and I, with just the way you guys do everything, the care, and it's just a special, special atmosphere here in Taylor, Michigan, the community. And Buzz, the job that you do, just treating all the people involved, and we're just here for a week, and you treat us like family. It's just amazing.
We like to talk about
and as Adam Brewer is up to 76 pitches now, and you just showed us a picture, which is really cool, and I think just speaks to how important the Junior League World Series was to your dad. Not only did he run the tournament for almost 40 years, but he was a 60-year volunteer with the Little League organization, and you guys commemorated that. How did you do that?
Well, we, putting together funeral services and cemetery, one of the things that he loved most was the Junior League World Series, and he had a favorite logo that he put on all his letterhead and whatnot, and certainly felt it was appropriate to have his grave marker in the cemetery marked with the Junior League World Series logo.
That's so awesome.
Well deserved, I would say, for sure. Yeah.
So, and the tournament obviously has expanded over the years, and Bimo mentioned the turnout, not just the local fans who have been fantastic, especially when Michigan is playing, but you see it here today. I mean, these are two teams, one from Chinese Taipei, one from about as far away as you can get in the continental United States, and we got a great crowd here. These folks really travel for this tournament.
The community really supports it, and even from a volunteer team, we've got regulars that are coming in from Pennsylvania, Indiana, Ohio. They want to be a part of what we're doing, and to see the fans show up, and even when Taylor's not playing, it's just been fantastic.
Liao Sen Hao with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth, talking with Dan Bzura, the tournament director here at the Junior League Baseball World Series. 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. Got a great championship game. And just kind of seems like every year it works out like this, that you kind of pencil in midweek, okay, who are the 2 best teams, and they seem to work their way to the top.
Yeah, I think everybody that was watching midweek wouldn't be surprised to see this matchup.
Tough hot shot down the third base line. Looking for 2 is Liao Sen Hao. He'll stop at first, as Blake Leal has really had some hard hit balls sent his way at third. That's a 2-out single for Liao Sen Hao.
Yeah, he's had several plays over there today. Been tested for sure at third base.
One of the cool things about coming here every year for me and Bimo now for a second straight year is the history represented here in this press box, where you see all the pins and all the team sheets from year in and year out, and all the famous players that have gone on to play in the majors. And as we end the inning here, and thank you, Dan, for joining us. You know, it's the legacy that lives on of your dad. Been here all week long, enjoying it. We appreciate all the volunteers, the fans, Dan Bazura and his crew for hosting us once again. Something's got to give here.
Yeah, already in the 6th inning. I mean, this has been a pitcher's duel, 1-1 in the 6th. Martin N been throwing well. 5 innings, 3 hits, only 1 earned run. 1 swing of the bat by Adam Brewer, his opposing pitcher. Martin N has been throwing strikes at almost a 70% clip.
On the count 2-0 to Noel Jaime. Sky's getting a little grayer here. Stat guy Rich monitoring the Doppler.
We got to keep that window open, Eric.
So, a little rain around us right now, but nothing on the field thus far. 80 pitches for Ma Tian'en. Two to Jaime.
Another 2-strike foul ball by California. Used to be a little frustrating for Martin N. So many foul balls with 2-strike counts. Running the pitch count up to 82 on this one right here.
Allowed a hit in the first, a hit batter in the second, a hit and a walk in the third, and a home run in the fourth. Into left field, playing shallow was Chen Yu. 1 out.
That was a quality at bat by Noel Jaime. Working the count. Just a little bit off the end of the bat into left field for the out.
I'll bring up Lucas Gaeta as you take a look at Ma Tian'en's line. Again, 95 pitches, the max you can throw. You can finish the batter you're on if you start before 95 pitches, but then you are forcibly removed. Breaking ball, and Lucas Gaeta waited on it. They tried to gun him down from center to first. No chance there on the throw from Chao Zhe-en.
Wow. Tremendous effort. Really good swing. Short to the ball through the middle of the field. Trying to get the out at first base from the center field.
Bottom of the lineup can deliver here for California. Nathan Dowland's already got a hit. He stands in with 1 out and a runner on first.
Chao Zhe-en throws that ball accurately. He had a shot.
First pitch swinging from Dowland.
Just missed high. I mean, he had a shot. It was going to be a banger. We've seen some outs from the outfield already. To first base. What you think is a hit, you better be careful and go straight down the line and not make a turn.
Dowland 2 for 6 this week. The 1-1.
I think the reason for that, obviously, this is the first time a 13 and 14-year-old has graduated to 90-foot bases. It's a totally different deal from when you're 11 and 12.
Ooh, just misses with the fastball on the outside part of the plate.
I mean, this is a regulation field. This is the same as high school, college, and the big leagues.
2-2 to Nathan Dowland. In the air to left. Going back is Chen Yu. It's over his head. Gaeta advances to second, but no further. And a one-out single for Nathan Dowland. California cooking here in the 6th.
And that ball carried way better than expected. Again, into the wind. Chen Yu beat on this line drive over his head. Picks it up quickly and gets it into third base.
I wonder if did he nick it with the glove a little bit
He
to
might
kind of
have. It
stop
checked
it
up.
from going from to the wall?
He's playing a shallow left field.
Back-to-back hits as the corners come in for Jaden Lopez. One out in the 6th. First pitch swinging. It's to right field. Cho Wei-cha going back, makes the catch. Runner from second tags. Here's the throw, cut off. And they're at the corners with 2 outs for California. And look who's coming to the plate. It's their leadoff man, Ryder On, who has just missed a couple of hits here today and has a chance for a big RBI delivery in the 6th.
That was a good piece by Jaden Lopez right there. Advancing.
I think we're going to get a pitching change here with 91 pitches on the count for Ma Tianen. There'll be a new pitcher for Chinese Taipei as California threatens with 2 outs and the runners at the corners here in the top of the 6th. Sung-Yi La enters the game here in the 6th. Comes over from first base in relief of Ma Tian-en, who went 5 2/3. Gave up just 1 run, but the 2 base runners will be credited to him. Ryder On coming to the plate for La Mirada. Chance to break open this tie late in this ball game.
You see Sung-Yi La has already thrown a couple innings in this tournament. He's hitting .333 in those 2 innings versus the right-hander. There was a heater, slider, and a changeup. Every Chinese Taipei pitcher has a really good changeup or a split that they will use, and they'll throw it right on right. He's probably going to need some quality off speed here versus On. He is one of the best players on this California team.
Ryder On has been all over pitchers this week. First pitch swinging into the stands. He's 0 for 2 today, but 2 sharply hit balls, 1 in the air, 1 on the ground.
That was a fastball in the inner half, had some 2-seam action to the arm side. In on Ryder Han. Slider just did not get extended down and away with that one.
1-1 to Ryder On. Up at his grill, Jaden Valdez is in the on-deck circle. Lucas Gaeta, the runner at third. Nathan Dowland, the runner at first. Both reached on singles. Hitters count for Ryder On. And 1 for On, who came into the game 6 for 9 in the championship. 4 RBI.
It's a nice job of smothering that off-speed pitch in the dirt by Yu Cha Ra.
(3-1) to On. Turned on it. Left it foul and out of play. Might have been ball 4 as that one was riding up and in.
Yeah, Sung-Yi La has a lot of arm side run on that heater. Rider on has swung at 2 of them. Were probably balls.
3-2 to On. Off the shin.
Heavy, heavy fastball with arm side sink and run. That does not tickle. Took it off a bad spot right there. He's gonna need some time.
Rider and this whole team.
Shake this off. See it right here. He has no protective gear on his legs. Ooh, right off the inside of the ankle.
Rider's father passed away recently. His whole team just rallying behind the On family, playing in his memory. See if Rider can deliver one here. Put California on top. 3-2 count. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. A tie ball game. The pitch. Into center field. Down for a hit, and it's going to roll all the way to the warning track. Dowling doesn't have a ton of speed, goes first to third, but Rider On drives in the go-ahead run here in the 6th.
Wow. Rider On. What a 2-strike AB and some toughness. Stays inside this baseball, shoots it TTM through the middle of the field. That's where the RBIs live. Tremendous effort in center field, but now it's second and third for California. Still a long way to go in this inning to get out of this jam for Chinese Taipei. What a big knock by the shortstop from California.
Brings up the 2-hole hitter, Jaden Valdez. 0 for 2 with a couple fly ball outs today. Valdez, who was brilliant on the mound yesterday.
You got to be thinking that Rider On is at second base right now, thinking of his father. They are dedicating this entire run to the World Series to his father, who passed recently, like you recently mentioned.
1-0 to Valdez in the dirt. And this is where California does its damage in the order, 1 through 4. On Valdez, Brewer, and Ortega. Brewer on deck, already with a home run in the game. Ortega with 2 home runs yesterday.
If you're California, you want some tack-on runs here for sure.
Two-0 to Valdez. 3-0. A U.S. team has not won this tournament since 2019.
That's a great take on that arm side running fastball on the inner half.
And now the bases are loaded for Adam Brewer, the pitcher and star hitter for this team. 2 for 2 today, a single and a solo home run. And a chance to really blow this game open for California.
Huge moment right here. No place to put Adam Brewer. The bases are loaded. And you know what he's going to be looking for here? Something up in this strike zone that he can drive deep in this park or out of it.
First pitch swinging, goes the other way.
Last at bat, got something up in the strike zone, right at the belt, and belted it out of here into the wind. It's a rocket. California had a
13-run 7th inning yesterday. Boy, would they love something similar here in the 6th. Just put this game out of reach if they could. 0-1 to Brewer. Off speed, popped him up. Shallow center, still a tough play. And calling for it is Shu Young Tai, the shortstop, to make the catch and end the inning. California, an RBI single by PM. We appreciate the Freedom Broadcast Group. I'll go through them real quick. Joel and Carl, our E1 and E2s, our tech and ops managers, Katie and Muffy. Dave Tasca, Jeff Graham have been our producers this week. TDs, Chris and Ross. Our V1s, Tessa, Nicholas, and Ethan. Graphics on the board, Jose and Howard. Our AP, Carl. A1s, Lee and Isaiah. A2, Rocky. On the tapes, John and Jay. Manning the cameras, Bill, Scott, Cliff, and Mark. Our utility personnel, Mark, Jacob, Henry, Mike, and our runner, Zach. We could not thank you enough, and also to Darren Vaught and David DeLucci, our early week broadcasting team, who helped us cover 21 games this week. We cannot thank you enough as Wu Tang Hao grounds out to start the sixth for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, we had an amazing crew working here with ESPN, and it's been an incredible week. Thanks for being here with me again.
Of course. Can't forget stat guy Rich Bentley.
And Jeff.
That's right.
Ooh, Jeff is with Luch and Darren. And we've had a great baseball game here today as well, which is what you want in a championship, a world championship.
Brewer running up on the pitch count here, BMO. 90th pitch to Chao Chi Kai. Down the line and foul to the last batter in the order.
It's going to be tough to finish it. 95 is the max.
And they've got, who is that? Jeremiah Ortega warming up in the bullpen to close this game out for California. And the days of rest don't matter at this point, but the max per game does. 95.
And Brewer threw 5 1/3. 5 Ks, 3 walks, 3 hits, only 1 run allowed.
You really want to put away Chao Chi Kai here. Give you a chance to close out the inning.
100%.
Chao Chi Kai has already walked once today.
Yeah, and that slide step delivery right there, probably not a good idea. Probably to just stay over the rubber, slow and go. Throw a center cut fastball, but now he's at a 3-2 count. He needs to finish this before he hits 94 pitches.
The 3-2. Ground ball to the shortstop, Ryder on. 2 away. And so that means that Brewer can start and finish this batter. He can go no longer. Tries to get a 1-2-3 inning here in the 6th. The lineup turns over for Chinese Taipei as Chow Wei Cha comes up for the third time, I should say. He reached on a walk in the 1st and a single in the 3rd. Breaking ball in there for a strike as it buckles the batter.
The Brewer's done a tremendous job. The reason he's not going to be able to finish this game, his count is already at 95, is because his overall strike rate percentage has been below 60% at around 59% for this baseball game. He's had some traffic and he's battled out of it. He's had some deep counts.
Another breaking ball skirts down the line and foul. Heading to count 0-2 at 95 pitches.
And he has really competed and thrown a gem here today.
Would love to end it with a strikeout. He's got 4 on the afternoon. The 0-2. Right back at him. Blocked it with his leg like a hockey goalie. And then beats the runner in a foot race to end the inning himself. What a gem from Adam Brewer as he exits after 6 with a 2-1 lead.
Adam Brewer plays with a lot of fire, and especially the leadoff walks in the first 2 innings.
Jeremiah Ortega will lead it off. California looking for some insurance runs, and Ortega was warming up in the bullpen, so we imagine he'll be the closer for this California team. He had 2 home runs yesterday. He's 0 for 2 today. First time facing Sung Yi La. In the air, left center field. Did he do it again? Robbed at the fence by Chao Zhuan.
Ortega gave it a ride into the wind. Chao Zhuan said, not today, not another home run. That would have been 3 in 2 games for Ortega, but right up against the wall. Oh my goodness.
I gotta tell you,
barely enough room in this facility to hold it in.
If there's no wind today, that ball's out by about 20 feet.
No question.
Here's Ryan Barberina, over 2 in the 5 spot today. Could that be the game-saving catch for Chinese Taipei if they were to come back in the 7th?
Well, remember, California's going to put a relief pitcher in the game, and I believe it's going to be Ortega.
Missed it by a foot. And now slicing a fastball into left field. Barberina is on with an out here in the 6th. Excuse me, 7th.
He's got a nice little stroke to the backside. Loose swing. Watch it right here. It's just very loose, stays inside the baseball. He's got a really good move to the ball. Very advanced.
Blake Leal, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out.
I will not be surprised if Ryan Barberina does not play at a high level. He is a left-hand hitting, which is a premium catcher, with a hit tool, and he can throw, block, receive. He's got a chance.
1-0 to Leal. On the ground, chance for 2. 6, 4, 3, they got him.
Beautiful turn by Chinese Taipei in the middle. Wonderful.
Final 3 outs, and looking to close out the game is Jeremiah Ortega. Pitched 3 innings of 1-hit, 1-run baseball against Tennessee on Monday. And he needs 3 outs to deliver California a championship.
And look at that batting average against the opponent. 125 versus Tennessee. A 125 average versus Jeremiah Ortega's stuff. So you're going to see a low 3/4 slot. Likes to spin the sweeper across the zone on the breaking ball. More of a fastball sweeper guy. A lot of run and sink on his heater.
2, 3, 4 hitters due up for Chinese Taipei. It starts with Ma Tianen. The starting pitcher takes a strike. He is 0 for 2 today. Ortega likes to work quickly. Breaking ball in for a strike. The last time Adam Brewer started was against Michigan on Wednesday. The bullpen came in with a 4-0 lead. After Brewer exited, they threw 8 walks and gave up 2 runs in 2 2/3 innings. And escaped with a 4-2 win, but Ortega was not a part of that. It's ahead in the count here to Ma Tianen.
Tremendous athlete on the mound. We've seen his power with the bat. Now he's on the mound, powering the baseball with his arm. That flat fastball slider combo.
Good job by Ma Tianen to stay alive.
You can see the spin on that breaking ball.
Hit the production truck, I'm being told, with that foul ball. We will send him an invoice for the damages. Well, here comes again, boys and girls.
That's a lot of spin. It's a slider fest with 2 strikes. So important to get that leadoff out.
In front of the plate, Barberina fields. Oh, not a lot of time. He's out at first, and they're going to challenge immediately.
That is a very close call. Definitely a banger. Hard to tell from our angle.
Barbarina was a little slow getting out to the ball. Took his time.
It's a tough play. I think he's going to be safe.
Yeah, he's safe. A huge play here.
Huge. Chen and Yu getting down the line hard.
That was a great throw, great stretch by Valdez.
I think you step over that ball and then you're closed down as a catcher. He went open hips around it, and it's hard to close your front shoulder down and have a lot on that. If you step over it as a right-handed thrower, you can plant your right foot in the ground and make a stronger, more accurate and quicker throw. Kind of use your body to coil as you're releasing it.
And he fouled off 3 pitches with 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was
keep that bat alive.
Great at bat. And remember, Chinese Taipei is the home team, so they could score here. If they score 2, it's over. They could walk it off.
They like to get aggressive on the base paths as well.
Yeah, will they elect to sack bunt, or will they try to steal? They've been thrown out already one time in this baseball game, but Adam Brewer was very quick to the plate. 1-1.
Well, it's their 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. So do you want to sacrifice? Do you want to take the bat out of their hands? Do you want to swing away?
If they stay to the course, they would sack bunt here, and it is safe.
Overturned at first. Successful challenge by Chinese Taipei. Great hustle by Ma Tianen to leg out the infield single. Now some adversity for California.
It's never easy in the bottom of the inning, especially in championships play at every level. You very rarely see a 1-2-3 inning to win a championship.
Ma Tianen has 2 stolen bases, and Sho Young Tai has reached twice with balls that have been in the infield, both errors. Shows bunt, pulls back. Not sure where that pitch was, but it's a ball.
It was, I guess, at the top of the strike zone or just a little bit outside of it.
It's a strike.
Very similar pitch than the previous one.
Tianen, the tying run at first.
You see that slide step that Ortega is using. His body rushed a little bit there. Couldn't get the breaking ball up front with extension. That's the one drawback on a slide step. Your nose will lead the way sometimes, and your hand can't get the pitch down in the strike zone.
3-2.
That was a really good job with the fastball. Staying back and getting extension to the away from arm side location.
Runner goes. Fouled off.
Had a great jump at first base. Chen and Yu would have had that base stolen, and it was a breaking ball. Picked the right pitch, had the good jump. Still 3-2. I feel like movement happening here. Probably a pick to first base would be a smart move.
They go home, runner goes, and a wild pitch. Tying run at second, the winning run at first.
Chinese Taipei is in business here. I see them bunting, getting 2 runners into scoring position, applying the pressure to California with 1 out, second and third. That's going to be their goal after this meeting on the mound.
And how big was the defensive plays in the top half of this inning to rob the home run by Ortega to end the inning on the double play?
Huge. Huge, because 2s are way harder to beat than 1s. Baseball's all about 2s and 1s.
This was the play in center field made by Chao Zhe-en. And then the double play up the middle to end the inning.
Beautiful turn right here. Technically sound, fundamentally sound. Yeah, baseball's a game of 2s and 5s. One swing cannot tie the ball game up when you're up 2, and one swing cannot tie the ball game up when you're up 5. Grand slam, you still win the baseball game. California only up 1 with 2 men on. And remember, I said it earlier, Chinese Taipei is the home team. They can walk it off here, get runners in scoring position.
Song Yi-La, 0 for 1, a sac bunt, and a strikeout. He's showing bunt here. Runners at first and second and nobody out. Corners are in for California. Lays down the bunt, popped it up, slipping is Ortega, and everybody's safe.
Ho, 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 ho. Ortega getting aggressive, trying to make the diving play on this bunt that was popped straight back at him. Just can't quite get there.
I think he has it if he didn't
feet.
slip.
Yeah, and now it's bases loaded, nobody out. Wow, what an unfortunate situation, but that's what bunting does. It applies pressure on the defense.
Yu-Cha Ra shows bunt, the infield in. The tying run is Ma Tian En. 90 feet away, the winning run's at second, Shu Young Tai.
Base hit can win it.
Strike taken by Yu-Cha Ra, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Ortega trying to regroup. A mountain to climb here in the bottom of the 7th. Check swing, did he go? No. Wild pitch.
Almost like another visit right here, I feel, to just slow or take it down.
You can't visit him, you have to take him out.
Talking about catcher visit.
Okay. Yes, coach
catcher
visit, you cannot.
Just to reset the mind, go out and talk to him a little bit. Just slow him down.
2-2 count.
Barberina's been really good back there.
Yu-Cha Ra trying to deliver a championship. Barberina saves it with the backhand, but now a 3-2 count and nowhere to put it.
A lot of pressure on Jeremiah Ortega right here to throw a strike.
The 3-2 to Yu-Cha Ra. Popped him up. Infield fly rule in effect, and the batter's out.
Huge out right there, potentially, for California. Now, they are only 1 pitch away, potentially, from ending this game. A double play can end it, a force at any base, including home plate.
And here's Chen Yu, the left fielder, who is 1 for 2 today, or excuse me, 1 for 1 with a walk and an infield single. Again, you have to keep the ball in front of Barberina. Pass ball, wild pitch would be a disaster here. Still just 1 out and the base is loaded.
Good fastball down and in. That's that arm side run we talked about.
Chen Yu, 1-1. Fouls it off.
See that movement to the inner half as that good 2-seam fastball. Hard to hit on the barrel and hard to keep fair without jamming yourself.
Ortega battling, gave up the infield single, a walk with a bunt to load the bases. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss, but it's a pass ball, and we have a tie game. Strikeout of the batter. The batter's already gone to the dugout.
He's out.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. There's occupied at first base.
Yes, with less than 2 outs.
So it's 2 outs. We have a tie ball game, 2-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. And that's unfortunate. That ball was in the left-handed batter's box. You can see it right here. Tough catch for Barberina. Right here, that ball's way over there. He has to slide his whole body over. Doesn't get there with a man on third.
So now 2 outs, and another pitch like that, Chinese Taipei will win. Chow Yi-Jing, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a sac bunt earlier. Chinese Taipei has tied it in the 7th. What a brilliant game this has been. Fouled straight back, 0-2.
Now 1 strike away from getting out of this. Resetting in a 2-2 game. Watch this potential block. He's on a knee, so you don't move as good with the man on third. I don't like being on a knee. You can't slide over with your body and your chest protector and center that ball.
Here's the 0-2 from Ortega. Down the line, tough play for Leal. The throw across the diamond, and we go to extra innings.
Good pitch on the inner half from Ortega, and a good play. With a lot of pressure on that throw from Leal. But we're in a tie ball game, and a great one here in Taylor, Michigan.
Back for a run in the 7th to send it to an 8th inning, as California now needs to regroup. And we'll get you the extra inning rules here in a moment, as Sung Ila is back out there. Offense, much like in the majors, begins with a runner at second base, as the last batter of the inning, that is Blake Leal, who made a great play to hold the lead, or excuse me, to hold the game at a tie to end the 7th inning. And it'll be Noah Haragi to lead it off. Hit by a pitch and grounded out. He's had a couple of long at-bats here today.
Now will you bunt? Will you swing away? Looks like they're going to bunt.
Leal the runner.
And how aggressive are you on defense? Do you crash? Do you pull a wheel play? Sell out a little bit? Or just get the out at first base and see what happens? A lot of strategy here, defense and offensively.
Argy, hard bunt up the third base line.
Yeah, definitely. That bunt was, if that bunt was fair to third base, it would have been basically just a 5-4 put out at first if they execute that bunt defense. You want this ball bunted to the third baseman, so there's nobody at third base to make a throw there.
Argy showing bunt again on the 0-1. In the dirt, pulls back.
Want to get your hands out front if you're bunting this baseball. The barrel will be pointed down the first base line. Creates that bad angle toward third base.
Pick play. Leal would be the go-ahead run here in the top of the 8th. Hargy showing bunt. Ryan Rios on deck. This is the middle of the order for California. Drops down the bunt. Third baseman pulls. The play's at first, bobbled by the pitcher Sung Ila, but still plenty of time. The sac bunt executed as Leal is on to third base.
Nice bunt. Good defensive play. Well executed, good baseball right there. Moving the runner into scoring position, less than 2 outs.
Here's Ryan Rios, 0 for 2.
Now Chinese Taipei is bringing their infield in. Have to in this situation.
Rios in on the hands. Runner holds, and the out made at first.
Jam job on the inner half. Ryan Rios beat, trying to go backside with that fastball. Great location on that pitch by Sung La. Still 90 feet away from going ahead in this game.
Need to play to run. It's your California. Noel Jaime with 2 outs. Takes a strike. He's 0 for 2. Leo waiting 90 feet away. Sung Ilar delivers the 0-1.
And I've seen in these situations from the big leagues all the way down to the little league, if the visiting team does not score in the first half, very difficult to hold the home team down in the second half. You already know you put a 0 up. Big advantage for Chinese Taipei if they put a 0 up right here.
1-1 to Jaime. Chopper up the line. Handled by Ma Tian En. And California goes quietly in the 8th. Chinese Taipei, a chance to win it in the bottom of the 8th when we return here in Taylor, Michigan. California unable to convert, starting with the extra runner on second base in the top half of the 8th. And now we'll see if Chinese Taipei can manufacture a run, something they're so good at. As Chao Ije starts at second, and it's the leadoff hitter Chao Su-en.
See if they're bunting here.
Strike called on the bunt offering. Chao Su-en 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Ortega still firing them in there. Was heated after the end of the 7th inning. They're giving up the game-tying run. Reaching for the bunt. It is up the line and foul.
Now you have 2 strikes. Kongwei Chu, the manager of the Chinese Taipei team, elect to bunt here with 2 strikes as well.
Anything you can to advance the runner.
All it takes is a base hit somewhere in the grass, and you're probably going to walk this off. Chinese Taipei.
Good take there by Chao Su-en. Didn't bite on the breaking ball. Chinese Taipei getting groovy in the dugout. 1-2. Popped up. Behind the plate. Barberina snags it.
Nice pitch on the inner half. Huge out potential, California. It's a breaking ball. Just runs out of barrel on the inner half, hits it off the handle for a pop-up.
Wild pitch does just the same as a sac bunt would have. And the winning run now 90 feet away for Liao Senhao. Did everything you could to keep that runner at second, and then the first pitch to the next batter is thrown in the dirt.
You want to bring the outfield in here now too. Definitely the defense in the infield and the outfield.
Liao Senhao is 1 for 2 with a single today. Trying to score the runner from third. Win it for Chinese Taipei.
See Barberina still on that one knee. The man on third.
Runner goes! They got him in a pickle! And the tag, what happened there?
Goodness!
A rare mistake from Chinese Taipei, and they run themselves into an out.
And California defended it well with the rundown, and then a breaking ball down in the strike zone. Probably a ball on a suicide squeeze.
Wow. Couldn't get the bunt down. Selling out on the squeeze play. 2 away. And now all the momentum's with California. Ortega strikes him out. What a ball game.
Goodness sakes. What a well executed.
The runner at second is Jaime. Neither team able to score with the free runner in the 8th. Now Gaeta shows bunt. Pulls back.
Ooh, a little late pulling back right there.
Well, one thing you got to be careful on, too, if you're Chinese Taipei, is if your third baseman is breaking on the pitch. There's nobody covering the bag, and even if the bunt doesn't get down, you could steal third.
He's got to beat the shortstop there. But then it's a throw on the run. Now it's 2-0. Pressure's back on Chinese Taipei defensively.
Bottom third of this order for California is delivered today. 3 hits, the bottom 3 batters, and a walk to go along with it. Ada on the 2-0, 3-0.
Wants a new baseball. You have to take here. Make Sun Ila get in the strike zone.
To Gaeta. Grooves in a strike. Brand new baseball. Jaime the runner at second.
I would probably go back to bunting here. 3-1 count.
Gaeta shows bunt. Lays it down. It's a good one. Cleanly fielded. Liao Sen Hao, 1 away.
Perfect sack bunt right there. Making the third baseman, Liao Sen Hao, field this and throw it accurately to first base. And now California's in business. Less than 2 outs, man on third. Infield will be in, as well as the outfield.
It's Nathan Dowland, who is 2 for 2 today.
He's had some good swings.
California, man, they really want to get to the top of this order. 2 more batters to go until they get to the leadoff man rider on.
And all of a sudden, Sunny La has been behind in the strike count here in the 9th.
33 pitches. Tipped foul, 1-1.
Took something off that pitch, pulled the string. Dowling was in front of that pitch, fouling it off.
One to Dowling. Breaking ball in the air. Should be enough to get the runner in. Cho-Wei Cha makes the catch. The throw to the plate. Off the mark. California scores in the 9th on a sac fly RBI by Nathan Dowling.
Outstanding fundamental execution here. Going backside with a man on third, less than 2 outs. That gets the ball in the air. You stay inside the baseball. Nathan Dowling driving that ball just far enough to score a run for California. And now it's a 3-2 ball game with 2 outs. This inning isn't over yet.
It's Jaden Lopez, the last hitter in the order, 0 for 1 with a walk. Again, when California turns that lineup over, all bets are off. Lopez could get on here and have a real shot to plate another run with how good the top of the order has been hitting the ball.
I really, really love Dowling's approach there. The man on third, infield in, trying to go backside. If you try to pull the ball there, it's on the ground.
On a skip to Matianen. California converts on the free runner. Can they hold Chinese Taipei? It's their second chance. He needs a run to stay alive. Liao Sen Hao will be the free runner at second. It's the bottom 3 in the order for Chinese Taipei. Lin Quan Chen leading it off, and boy, Ortega's got to be careful. He has thrown a wild pitch in every inning he's been in that have cost at least a base and a run in the 7th.
Barberina snags that one like a cat back there. unbelievable.
Lin Quan Chin is 0 for 2. It's the first extra inning game this week. It's the 21st game of the tournament. Bunt up the first baseline, briefly looking back the runner.
Yeah, I like that decision by Adam Brewer not to throw the ball to third. There's no force over there, so it's a much more difficult play if you have to tag the runner out on the bunt.
We're also being told this is the first championship game ever to go into extra innings.
Wow.
40 years of history. Uh-oh, he lost the ball. Play at the plate. No throw. Barberina lost it off his glove, couldn't find it, and Liao Senhao scores to tie it.
That's unfortunate right there. Barberina's been doing a nice job back there. This just goes right off the tip of his glove. He's not sure that he's actually missed it by the time he gathers himself.
And then he couldn't grip the baseball to throw it.
It's too late.
Wu Tang Hao delivers a strike.
Need to get refocused here. It's only 1 out. Top of the orders coming up soon for Chinese Taipei.
Whoa, goodness.
Got to refocus. Maybe a visit and a reset here mentally for California would be a good idea.
Ortega has been frustrated with Barberina going back to the 7th inning.
And now you're 3-0. It's just a tie ball game. Gotta stay in the moment.
Breaking ball in for a strike.
Nice pitch. 3-1. On the slider for a strike.
Caught on the line. Valdez 2 away.
Wow, that ball was hit well.
Now the last hitter in the order for Chinese Taipei, Chao Chi Kai. Top of the order,
That's
due
a
up
huge strike right there,
for
Eric.
California. Yep, no doubt about it.
Just throwing it in there and making Chinese Taipei put the ball in play from a 3-0 count to a 3-2 count. Huge.
Chao Chi Kai is 0 for 1 with the walk. Takes a strike.
Ooh, a little generous on that one. Up and out.
It's up to 50 pitches now for Ortega.
Needs to get focused and center cut something right here. Get his team back in the dugout, swing the bats.
The ankles of Chao Chi Kai.
Now we're back to another 3-ball count.
Works it full.
Definitely don't want to walk here with 2 outs. Turn the lineup over for Chinese Taipei.
Foul ball and a 3-2 count.
It's a good approach right there, following that pitch off from Ortega.
(3-2) in the air, in the infield. Shortstop on, calls for it. And once again, Chinese Taipei answers the bell. We go to the 10th in our championship game. Top of the 10th inning. As we have some changes here for Chinese Taipei. Chu Young Tai has come into pitch, making his first appearance of the week. Ma Tian-en replaces him at short. And Sung Yi La, who exits the game as a pitcher, moves over to first base.
Yeah, first appearance this week for Shi Young Tai. 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, curveball, big slow one, and a changeup. Now remember, like a shortstop, which is what he is coming off the mound on this bunt, you want to keep it away from him. He's really, really good in the field.
It's the Leadoff hitter, Ryder on. Electing not to bunt. He's been one of the hottest hitters this week.
I like that call.
Jaden Lopez is the free runner at second. Singled in the go-ahead run in the 6th. Chance here to give California a lead again in the 10th. Takes back-to-back balls.
Ryder on has been a gamer all week, defensively and offensively. Big hit after big hit, big play defensively.
Popped out in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. Singled an RBI to take the lead in the 6th. A lot of real estate on the right side of the infield. Second baseman drops back. On the ground, runner breaks. Ball kicked by Matianen, and the runner is safe. They just moved Matianen to short. He misplays it, and there's runners at the corners here for California.
The ground ball kind of gets around this a little bit. Does move the runner. I think he was safe watching it live.
They're going to challenge it.
Yeah, Kung Wei Chu, the manager for Chinese Taipei, is going to wants everybody to take a look at this.
You do have one.
The replay center.
Challenge in extra innings. I thought he was safe. Thought it was a good call by Chris Mathis at first.
I think it's worth a shot taking a look at it, but yes, it did look like he beat it.
Right there.
Ooh.
Seems to be on the bag. Right there.
Yes.
I think he beats it by a hair.
Yeah, I think he beat it. Tremendous call, as we've had all week.
It is so close. I mean,
it is a very, very close. It might have been a tie.
Yeah. And again, it's just, is it not enough to overturn the call on the field?
I think that call could have gone either way. And I think it's that close, it'll probably stand.
I agree. So if it stands, it'll be 1st and 3rd, nobody out for the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up.
Whew. That is an absolute banger at first base in a big moment here in the 10th.
So then the question becomes, you've got your best hitters coming up for California. How aggressive do you want to get with Ryder on, who's already stolen a ton of bases here? Because 1 run has not been enough for your bullpen to close out this game. You got to think you need 2 at some point.
I think it depends. If I'm watching Shu Young Tai throw to the plate, his time is slow, then I would take a chance. But I think he's going to be quick to the plate. I'd probably hold your ground and let the big hitters, 2, 3, and 4, score some runs for California.
A review. So if Chinese Taipei loses this challenge, they don't have any more challenges for the extra innings.
Correct.
Here comes the ruling. Safe at first. Call stands. Bang, bang play. And now the infield in. Runners at the corners for Jaden Valdez, the 2-hole hitter.
And a rare miscue by Chinese Taipei. That's only their 2nd error of the World Series. And remember, their shortstop is now pitching, so.
Here's Valdez, 0 for 2 with the walk. Breaking ball misses in. It's Ryder on as the runner at first, electing not to go anywhere, at least for the moment.
See that big, slow curveball.
Nearly the same spot, but gets a call that time. Adam Brewer, Jeremiah Ortega, the Bash brothers, due up next. Here's the 1-1. Ripped down the left field line. If fair, it's gone! Jaden Valdez, a 3-run shot in the 10th. Wow!
You talk about a big knock for California. Jaden Valdez sees a hanging breaking ball in the inner half and deposits it inside the foul pole down the left field line. This ball was destroyed and stayed fair. You see it at the belt. Beautiful swing, stayed inside it, brought his hands inside. Tremendous move to the ball. Stays just inside the foul pole. Unbelievable.
Oh. Adam Brewer now, who already has a home run today. There's still nobody out here in the 10th. We said it had to be the top of this order that has produced all week for California. Just mashing home runs. So now the 2, 3, 4 hitters for California all have at least one home run in this tournament. And Ryder On has reached, oh my goodness, did they do it again? Nope, just missed it as Brewer records out number 1.
The ball was hit very hard as well. Gosh, getting back to Jaden Valdez, that move to the baseball was next level. Pulling his hands in, still hitting it out front on a hanging breaking ball, and then keeping it fair. You know, a lot of kids at this age will pull that ball foul. Backspin line drive rocket.
Ortega, 2 home runs yesterday. And just wonder, and obviously the top of this lineup has been so good, but Chinese Taipei electing to switch pitchers before this inning and bringing in a pitcher who has not thrown at all this week. The move, that move forces Ma Tianen to go play short. He commits to the error. And then Shu Young Tai gives up the 3-run home run to Jaden Valdez.
Well, not to mention the squeeze play with 1 out, infield in and the outfield in. I mean, you're a chink and a dump something through the infield from winning that baseball game, and that squeeze did not work out.
Here's Ma Tianen, got another chance there. Ground out by Ortega. California has 4 home runs as a team this week. The other 11 teams in the championship have 4 total.
Wow. And the big inning in their last 2 wins have been a statement for California. A 12 spot in the 7th.
13, yeah.
13 spot, that's right, 13 spot.
Yesterday against Michigan. Barberina, first pitch he sees, slowed up by the grass. Tianen ends the inning. But Jaden Valdez, a 3-run. Chow Wei Cha leads it off. The free runner at second is Chow Chi Kai. And Ortega, you just got to throw strikes.
What a junior Little League World Series championship game here in Taylor, Michigan. I mean, you said it, partner. Instant classic.
Chow Wei Cha, 1 for 2. A walk and a single. 53 pitches for Ortega. And the count 1-2.
Still a lot of work to do here if you're California. Cannot take a knee, run the clock out, anything like that. You got to compete in the strike zone till the end in baseball.
Breaking ball. Strike 3.
It's a hip slider. Throws it right at Chow Wei Cha. Catches the black. Barberina does a nice job of framing that pitch. Giving our home umpire, Mario Martinez, a good look at it on the inner half.
There's Ma Tianen with 1 out. First pitch swinging center field, charging and making the catch is Gaeta. And California is 1 out away. It'll be Shu Young Tai, who was brought in to pitch and gave up the home run in the top half of the 10th inning. It's taken 3 extra innings, but it's been worth it. Breaking ball, perfectly placed, strike 1.
Doing a really good job of throwing that on the arm side, inner half.
Popped him up, out of play, and Chinese Taipei, who has won this tournament 10 of the last 11 years,
Dominant.
and the last 4.
Total
has not
dominance.
lost a game since 2023. They are down to their final strike. The 0-2. Off the glove, the runner advances. Barberina has really struggled to
He really has struggled
some
with
of
that
these
high
pitches.
fastball.
Run at third does not really matter at this point.
I'd still like to see him off his knee here and keep it at 3.
Still ahead in the count for Ortega, the 1-2. Just misses high with the curve. 60 pitches in relief.
What a battle by both of these clubs today.
2-2. Popped up in foul territory. Barberina makes the catch, and for the first time since 2019, an American team wins the Junior League Baseball World Series crown. And California from La Mirada Little League are your 2026 champions.